Hey, this is Ayush. Today we are going to make Google clone. Let me tell you one thing, that this is not for those who are following the HTML web series. This is for those who know well about HTML web development. So let's get started. First of all, I will open my file explorer and then I will create one more new document based on I have created a Google clone folder in my directory and then open with code. Now in my VS Code, to start making a Google clone, you need expressJS. For that, you need to press Control and one colon sign on your desktop. If you press that, the terminal will be open. You can see the shortcut, that Control plus this sign. After that, you can say this is a quit. I think Control plus a quit, and then this will be there. Now for here installing the expressjs library, you need to write npm I express. After that, express will be installed. And one more thing we need here is npm I hbs. I will tell you about this later. First of all, let me install this one as well. Okay, now let's create our project. So for that, we need to write like npm init and minus y. After that, it will create a new project. Okay, so you can see in your package.json, I think, yeah, it's created. Now here you can see that the main entry point of the project is index.js, means our project is going to be at that place. Then we are having express version 4.18.2 and hbs version for 4.2.0 or 0. Now the name of the project is Google clone. So let's start making it. First of all, creating an index.js file. In this index.js file, I'm going to include my express library. So for that, I'm going to write like const express is equal to require express. Okay, after that, I'm going to make an app by using this express library. For that, let app is equal to, I'm going to run the express function or making this express library, or you can say this express application. Now after that, we are going to in express we need to specify a port on which we need to run our app. So at that place, I'm going to just take the port as 8000. So how to do that? You need to write like app.listen, then you need to pass on your port like 800, yeah, sorry, 8000, and then your callback function that you may need to give. And here you need to write console.log. Okay, so listening at port 8000. Now if I save this thing and go back to my terminal to run this, now here to run it, you need to write node index.js, but we are going to replace the node by using a new library known as nodemon. For that, you need to write npm I nodemon. After that, just install this thing. After that, write here nodemon index.js. Sorry, I just, okay, let me allow the access here. Okay, now it's listening the app at, okay, I just did some mistake in writing it. So control C, terminate the process. Now one more time, nodemon index.js, press enter. Now you can see that it is listening at port 8000. And how to go to the website? Go to Google Chrome. Now here, just you need to write localhost and then 8000. Now you can see that there is an error, cannot get slash. Now what happens in every website when you visit that, then suppose if I go to any website and put a slash in forward in its URL and press enter, there is no effect in the website. So it's saying that cannot get slash means it's not able to get the home page of the website. For doing that, we need to go here back, and in express we are having a function that is like get function listens to the string in the URL. uh, Now suppose if I say app.get slash, means whenever slash comes, we need to render our basic boilerplate for the home page of the website. So like app.get slash and then the callback function. Here we are going to take two parameters in this callback. First is req, means the request, and the second is res, means the response. Now in the response, we are going to send a file, or you can send anything, like you can send hi. If anyone visits the home page, you send hi by using res.send function. Now if you go back, I reload it, you can see, yeah, there is a hi. Now to send a file to the home page, you need to write like send file and then index. Okay, but okay, index.html. Now we are going to make that file because, yeah, index.html. Yeah, at this place you need to create the basic boilerplate. Shift plus one, enter. At this place, let's make it. So Google, I'm going to just take its name, and after that I'm going to make the basic body. Meanwhile, let me save this, go back, reload. Now you can see that there is an error, path must be absolute or specified due to res.send file. Here we need to use one library known as a path. Here you need to include the path by using path is equal to required path. And what's the use of path is to specify the main location of the file. For doing that, you need to write path dot join. Join is a function which joins the name of a file with the dir name, means the directory um, location with the file name. So like this, if you write and save it, go back, reload, and you can see, yeah, our Google web page is loaded. Now first thing, we need the logo. Starting with the logo, let's go here and go to google.com because we are going to clone that. And you can see, let it open. Okay, you can see that there is an icon of Google. We need this icon in our web page. So for doing that, you need to write here Google icon, Google icon. Or and one more thing, Google icon png, that's an important thing. Now you go back here, and yeah, you can see that there's an image that we are getting Google. You need to right click here, click on save image as, and let me go back, let me go to my, yeah, my folder in my Google clone. In my Google clone folder, I'm going to just save this file as Google underscore icon. Okay, now let me click on save. Okay, if I save this, go back to VS Code, and you can see that there's a Google icon. Now to link this image with the header of the website, we can't use it directly by writing link 5 icon and then the name of the file. We need to make a new folder, and the name of the folder is going to be public. You need to take, okay, sorry, I just created a file with the name public. So a folder with the name public. In the public, we are going to push this file, move it. Now in this index.js, you need to write some extra code for linking the images, files, folders, and other styles or script from this public directory to your main project. So here you need to write one thing, and that is like app dot use function. Now what does it do? It's a middleware in expressjs. We will discuss about it in later videos, but first of all, let's create our project by writing the basic code. So we are going to use the slash public, means this directory in our project, for including the basic images, scripts, and styles. So I'm going to write like express.static, and then you need to pass the name of the file. So the name of the file is dot name of the folder is like slash public. I hope that works. So if I save this now and go back to index.html, and then just place this like public slash Google icon.jpg. I'm going to save this, go back here, reload, but the icon is not there. So we are going to inspect it. And yeah, you can see that there is an error in the console. Let's reload it one more time. Okay, but we are not getting the icon. So for that, let's try some few things like making a dot slash public here. One more time, we are not getting there. Now what we can do is here, okay, we can do one thing. We can join it by using the path. Let's try that as well. Path dot join underscore underscore din name with the file name that is like dot slash public, right? So public, I save this. Now I go back. Now also you can see the image is not coming, means there is some problem here. Now what we are going to do, To solve this, we are going to go here and write the same thing here as well. Now serving static files in Express, we are going to search for that, and we are going to get some of the useful thing here to do. Like if I go so much down, you can see that app.use slash static express. Yeah, now let me just copy up this thing and go ahead and let me just paste this. Let's see will it work or not. One more time, it's not working. And by adding this public here, let's try this. It's not working. Okay, we are not getting our proper statics. App.use slash static express static. I've done everything correctly, but it's not working at that point. Auto join their name, express static public. I'm ready use. We are doing it in the correct way, but it's not working then also. Okay. Okay, it's not working. Never mind, we can take online photo as well. So yeah, let's search for Google icon. First, this has an issue. I will tell the solution to this in my later videos. Don't worry about that. We're going to take online URL of the image. So let's click on open image in new tab. Let's copy the URL and then paste it. See this thing, go back, reload. Yeah, you can see the icon is there. Now the next thing is to create the website. So first of all, there is a Google icon, and then now we need what? Okay, we need to create this thing. Okay. One more thing I want to tell you that today I'm going to create like in a dark mode, not in a light mode, because we all know about light mode. Today we are going to create the dark mode of the web page with these icon like Gmail images, this icon of yeah account, and then there's image of Google, then a search box here with some suggestions, then a Google search. I'm feeling lucky. Okay, so we're going to create that. So for doing that, we are going to take this image. How we are going to do this? Open image in new tab from this google.com only. To just copy this image and go here, and now let's start styling our web page. Now let's click on let's make a style tag. Inside that we're going to make a body tag. Inside that a background color. Now what's the background color should be? We are going to take that from here. We're going to inspect here, and we're going to take the background color. So what it may be. Okay, so let me just copy this, go back, paste this color, and let's try this out. Okay, it's not such black, so we need it. First of all, click on the okay this one. Let us see. Yeah, I think this is the color. Copy this color. Not color, you can say that this is an hexadecimal code. So if you go back, reload, yeah, you can see the same color we are getting, right? Now we need to include the image in the web page. For doing that, image tag, and in the src we are going to pass the means what the URL of the web page. So we can just paste. Okay, not this, it's in my clipboard, so win plus v, and now you can view the clipboards here. Okay, let me turn on. It was not there. Okay, never mind. This thing, this URL will copy, go here, paste it here, and now we need to specify an alt. Means suppose if the image is not there due to some reason, what we should give. So let's give Google as a default text. Let's save this, reload it. Now you can see that the Google icon is coming here. Not icon, you can say a Google image is coming here. Now we are going to style it in such a way that it comes at this position. Then we are going to make our this box with now we don't need this voice, or we don't need these images. What we are going to make the basic Google clone. So just this thing, and then this thing. Yeah, you can see a small icon like white icon is there. So we're going to just include these two things. Now we are also going to include the Google search button, and I'm feeling lucky. And yeah, this is optional. Yeah, we are going to add that as well. So first of all, by the image, let's give it a class, and we are going to give it Google, you can say Google icon image. Okay, let's give it an image. So let's save this and go here, paste it. Now in the stylings of this Google image, let's give something like margin top. Yeah, margin top something 20%. Let's save this thing. Let us see how much it comes. Okay, it's not like that. Let's take the exactly the same things as from here. Now we are going to just copy up this thing because they are giving the same thing. I think yeah, this may work. Okay, let us try this thing here. um okay, let's try this. Save this thing, go back. Okay, this is not working. It's like another code. Now let's take the margin top. Let's think what it may be. So if I go here, okay, this is in a container, which is like something. Okay, let's give it idly. In the margin top, let's give almost 15%, maybe something much near. Uh, yeah, I think some less. Save this. Yeah, you can see that now it's like coming almost the same position. Now we are going to make a margin left as well. So ML margin left, and then we are going to just give like 30%. Let's try this thing. I'm just taking the random numbers. Let's try them. Okay. Stick it something like 40%. Yeah, I think we are coming more closer here, right? Some much margin left. So let's give it something like 42. I think it will be much close. Now I feel something like this is something up and this is something down. So let's give the margin top like something less, 9%, maybe. Good. Now we are not getting the same thing. So then 9.5%. Yeah, now we are getting something good. Now it's something much left in a more left position. Margin left is more, and here something less. So let's give it something 41%, and we should see the okay. Okay, now you can see the icon is fitting exactly the same thing, right? Now about the input box, so we are going to make an okay. Let's wrap it inside an container dot container. So okay, in the container we are going to give these things. Okay, copy the container here and paste it here. Now we are going to give this thing, this code at this place, and exclude this from here. Let's save it. Let's go here. Let's see. Yeah, it's coming. I think almost the same. Now by but after including the div container, it's going some up. So let's give it something like margin top some more like 10. Now we can give 10. We can save this now. You reload it. Yeah, now it's okay. Now in this we are going to also including the display, and the display is going to be flex. And now let's give the flex direction. So let it be column. Let's save it now and go back. So okay, one thing is that the thing is that yeah, it's not good, going good. So display flex and flex direction column. Why it's causing any kind of problem here? Okay, let's save this one more time. Let's make an input box. Let's make an input box. Text, yeah, text box. Box, I think so. And even before that, we need container for our input. So let's try make an input underscore container. So in the input container, we are going to take the input text box, and before that we are going to make a svg here. Okay, let's make this thing first. So dot input underscore container. I'm going to okay, let's give the same width as the here it is. So let's inspect this and let's get the width, exact width. So you can see that it is 582.44. I think 582.44 pixels, I think. Yeah, 582.44. So let's give the width to 582.44 pixels. Let's save this. And you know what, one more thing is there. The okay, no, the color is almost the same. Background is none, so we are going to set that to background color or background color, but we are going to set the background to be none. After that, um one more thing I noticed, yeah, the borders. So the border thickness we need to give, I think, zero point 0.5, I think. Yeah, border 0.5 pixels solid, and the color is, so border none we are getting right now. Well, let's see one more time. Okay, okay. So the color of the border. Okay, I think this hexadecimal code is the color, right? So let's place this and let's test it out. So if I test it, you can see that there is, here it is, and now it's looking very ugly, I know, but let's check it out. Now margin right, no, margin left, we are going to decrease here. So we are going to give it only here what, margin left 41%. So we are going to give only 30% at this place. 30%. Oh, wait a while, sorry, I just did a mistake. I know that this is inside a container, so we can't do that. In at this place we are going to decrease this, and let us see how much we are getting. Yeah, right, we are getting it at this place. After that, let's make a margin top. So margin top, and this margin top we are going to give like 20 pixels, 30 pixels. Yeah, 30 pixels may be fine. So 30 pixels, and after that I'm going to just give a display flex here, and after that the align items to be center, sorry, to be center. Yeah, now then there's a justify content also, so in the center. So you can see the input tag is in input box is in the center now. Now one more thing we are going to do, what's that, we're going to give a border radius of 20 pixels, and one more thing is required, that is the height. So what may be the height of this container? Let's give it to almost, let's see what's the height here. So the height, I think it was 44 pixels. So let's give exactly the same height here, and let's see what we are going to get. So we are going to get height 44 pixels. Now, yeah, that's like the same. Now, yeah, you can see there is a, so let's copy up this code that we have made, copy it, go to the main file, paste this code here. What happened? I think I just did something. Okay, now let's format the document to make it more, okay, configure. HTML language features. Save this. Now you can see that our web page is ready, right? Web page is ready. Now, no, not ready. But this input container is ready to hold the input box and the icon. So now let's design this thing. Okay. First thing, border none. Okay. We don't want any kind of borders here. But it's not working. Border none. Okay. This is outline none. Okay. You need to take in mind that whenever you are working with the input fields, it's always like outline. Now you can see there is no outlines coming here. And now the width, let's talk about the width. So that's like 20 pixels. Okay, I just did one mistake. And what's that? um I just take it like in this way, but that was incorrect. We need to take it in a way. Okay, let's take the input container here one more time, and the margin left we are going to increase so much. Yeah. Okay, now 17 minus 17%. Let's go here. And where is that? Let's paste this. Reload. Now now what happened here? Okay, so you can see that there is an input box, and inside this input box we are going to give some stylings. First is outline none, border none. After that, the width we are going to give. Now what is the width of this container? The container's width is 584.404, so we can give it almost 575. Okay, let's give this. So we are going to give the width of 5800. Okay, 575 pixels. Okay, not that. Now one more thing in the input box. Okay, not in input box, but in the input container, we are going to give a flex direction, right here, a flex direction. And the flex direction is going to be, I think, row. No, yeah, row. I think if I add one more item at this place, then it may be in the row position. So yeah, now let's give some height. So what's the height of the container here? So if I say this, yeah, that's equal to 34 pixels. So in the input container, we are going to give it as a height 34 pixels. Right now we are going to give a border here, and the border is going to be, okay, border radius, right? Border radius, and that's going to be 20 pixels. 20 pixels, I think that's fine. After that, one more thing is, and the main thing, that's the background none. Now what to do? If you go here, you can see that you are able to get the input box. Now there is some space for the icon as well, so we're going to include the icon here, and then there is an input box, right? So now in the input box we are going to give the color white, because our background is black, so we need, of course, the white. Now what is the, what's the font used by Google? So let me just copy up this code first and paste it. Oops. Okay, let me copy up this code and go back here in the input. Okay, so in this here, so for this input I'm going to just write input and then this whole code. Let me format it, save it, go back, reload. Now you can see our input box is ready. Now what about the font? What font should we, what is the font of used by Google? So that is simply Arial font. Let me tell you what's that, how to include the Arial font for that font family. and Arial Helvetica sans serif. Save it, go back, reload, and now you can see the font is there, right? Now there should be some font sizes, right? So font size we are going to give a 17 pixels. Save it, go back, and yeah. Now hi, I am Ayush. So yeah, now the font is good. Now what we need is this icon. This is also one of the best thing that in Google that we like. So we are going to take the SVG. Okay. Now this SVG, how to get it? Just go to copy, right click here, go to copy, and click on copy element. Okay, and to copy the element and just paste up this element here. And let us see what we are going to get. I know that it will be like this. Now we are going to adjust this width and height respectively. So let us see what is the okay, the height is 20 pixel, width is 20 pixel. So let's do that. In this SVG, we are going to just write like SVG width 20 pixels, height 20 pixels. Save this one, go back here, reload. Now you can see that there is an SVG. Okay, now we are going to give it some margin left, right? Now the how much margin left? So let's give it like 30 pixel. Let's save this and oh wait a while, sorry, minus 30 pixels to move it in this direction. Okay, so minus 40 pixels. Wait a while, some problem we are facing right now. Okay, so in the display flex, here in the display flex we are going to exclude this justify content, and let us see what we are going to get. So now you can see it's out of control right now. Okay, so this is like almost fine, right? Almost fine, almost fine. Now something needs to be there, like justify. Okay, so we can write like justify content with the space between. Okay, we are, the space between, but that's also not good. So what we can do here is that enough. Okay, so we can go to input box and let's give like a margin left. Okay, so we are going to give a margin left here. And let's give it 20 pixels. Yeah, now you know what? It's adjust. It's good. Now this thing we are going to paste here, save this, format this, and go back. Now one more thing is that there is an icon of this, but the icon, you know what, is like black icon that we do not need. We need a white icon like here is there. So how to change the SVG of the icon? For doing that, I'm going to use the chat GPT option here, because yeah, that's an easier way. So let's try this out. Okay, okay, it's in capacity right now, so okay, no need right now. Let's close this now. We will change it later on, but first of all let's make our basic application. So this is like Google search button. So that search button is of type submit, right? We are going to make the submit text box input. Okay, in our basic code for the main search box we are going to give it a class search underscore box. So we are going to copy up this, and we're going to, instead of this input, we are going to give this stylings to the dot search box class. Save this one, go back, and now let's make the next thing that's like Google search. Okay, so you can see the input container, then these all things are there. So now here the let's make like button. Now we are going to make input buttons of submit. First is like Google search. Let's save this thing and let's give it a class Google underscore search. Let's save this and let's get this class here in the styles. Paste it here, and now in the Google search we are going to give some styling similar to this. Okay, we are going to just copy up this thing, because you know what, there are exactly the same things that we need to do. So let's save this and let's go back. Oh my god, that's like almost the same thing that we need. Now yeah, you can see how perfect is the icon. Now we will get is some margin top even. So let's give it 20 pixel margin top. Okay, let's give it something like margin tops. Let's 40 pixel. Save it. Yeah, now you can see there's in a fantastic way. Now this button class also I'm going to just change a little bit. The button class I'm going to give a display flex, and the flex direction is going to be row. Save this, and now we are going to give one more with the same Google search class, and but now the value of this is going to be I am feeling lucky. Let's save this. Now you can now let me like lucky, some class like lucky, and okay, let me save this and go back here and dot lucky. Now the same, now this, the same thing we did to Google search to lucky as well. Save this, format the document, save it, go back, and now you can see the two buttons are ready. Now the hover effect, you know what, in the hover effect we are getting some borders, right? Getting some borders. So what's the color of the bar? Okay, the color that I'm not able to get. Okay, the basic and the basic problem is that I'm not able to get the basic color that they are using. So in my input box, like input box, where is that input box? Where I'm giving like, okay, I'm giving a border none. Okay, in the input here. And the color is, I think, something much light. No, much dark. I think much dark. I'm going to save this. Let's go here. Reload. Okay, okay, okay. That's coming much closer, much closer. Some much darker. Some much. Okay. Now you can see that how are they coming. Google search, and we are going to give an hover effect here, and we are going to give a border of 0.5 pixel solid, and in the solid we are going to give an color. Okay, we are going to give a color. Okay, here let's give the color here, and let's copy up this styling here, and after that here in the lucky. Okay, also in the lucky we are going to give the same thing, and let's save this. Let's go back, and now you can see, yeah, that's looking like the same Google, right? Let's try to open the chat GPT. Okay, it's not working right now. Okay, now how will we get this icon? Okay, let's see what we can do. No, okay, that. So let's understand how is it working, like the icon is of that color. So in fact, if you see closely, you can see that there is a color applied to the a span is made. Inside the span the icon is there, and for the icon this color like this. Okay, so let's try to give the svg, this svg the same color, and let's give this as a color of, okay, let's try this out and let us see. Okay, that's not working. Okay, let's forget that. Now you can there, this text is optional, I'm not going to give that in this video, but yeah, this icon will fix later on in our the second part of this video, like how to clone Google, where there going to be like three parts of how to clone this whole Google. So you can see in the next part we are going to discuss about how we are going to fix this thing. Now for now we have made like this much, okay, and the rest of the things like Gmail images, and we are going to link them all in the next video. Okay, and in the last one we are going to make the basic, you know what, the basic result page on which we are going to get the results. Okay, so that's all for this video. Meet you in the next video. Till then, see you.